Hi, Frank Turlip here, and welcome to another Test Drive Tuesday. And in this short video, I'm going to provide you with my perspective on the state of post-repair, post-calibration test drives in this January of 2021. 1 year ago, my company launched the world's patent-pending formal test drive procedures, documentation, management, and invoicing platform called Test Drive Copilot. So over the last year, I've spoken to hundreds, if not thousands, of repair facilities all across the world, by the way. And I am absolutely shocked at the large number of repair facilities of all sizes, by the way, not just small, medium, they're all over the map, that are test driving 21st century computers on wheels, today's vehicles, like they did back in the 1990s. It's unbelievable. So how are they doing it? Well, today, there typically has a single driver, and they depend on that driver's memory to understand what should be done on the vehicle, how the vehicle should operate, and then what actually happens during that test drive. You know, they can't be holding a piece of paper with the procedures if they're driving the car. And in some cases, they've got a secondary passenger who's typically plugged in a diagnostic tool to monitor that diagnostic tool. But in either case, there's no good documentation, no detailed documentation being generated from a majority of test drives that are being performed today. And I don't get it. How can you put the responsibility to an individual or even two people in a vehicle doing a test drive to know and understand 19 different ADAS systems that are installed on different manufacturers' vehicles? I think it's completely unfair to those people performing the test drives. And there's no way they can know all of the different procedures and the requirements for 19 systems. There's just no way. So for example, here's a Ford example of test drive procedures that should be performed on the systems that, if they're repaired, to validate they operate properly. Chrysler's on the right, same deal. These are different systems that should be tested at these particular speeds, and it should generate certain results from those systems. In 2021, FCA vehicles could have as many as 26 driver and assist technology platforms on it. Here's GM. Our team just got done updating the GM procedures, 3 different pages. These are the different ADAS systems that could be on a GM vehicle. Here's a Toyota and a Honda. Again, not one, but several different systems with several different tests to validate they operate as designed. Here's Nissan, the latest. We just updated Nissan. 3 different pages of different procedures to properly test the different ADAS modules in a Nissan vehicle. Here's a Nissan Titan, 17 different ADAS components. Here's a Subaru. Here's a Mazda. Again, multiple components with different testing procedures to validate those systems operate as designed. And I got to tell you, I'm shocked that a majority of collision repairers and repairers in general are not using test drives as a final QA process to validate that those ADAS systems operate as designed. Completely shocked. And finally, since most of the test drives that are being completed aren't generating any details, there's no documentation to be put in the claim file to validate A, was the vehicle test driven? B, did the systems operate as designed? C, where did it go? What speeds did it get to? I could go through the list. If you're not documenting the procedures you're performing in the car, number one, you shouldn't get paid. Number two, how do you tell the consumer, the insurer, or the fleet owner that you actually did the work? So whether you like Test Drive Copilot or not, you must implement in 2021 a formal test drive procedure with documentation. The vehicles are too complex for you to allow your people to go out without procedures and without documentation. do yourself a favor, implement a formal test drive process in your business today.